There's certain things that are on the agenda for every meeting, reports from the mayor and the council, staff members, and so on. As far as items of business on this one, there are really just two. One has to do with the zoning at Saren Court, where the applicant, I think, is coming to ask for a deferral. So we'll deal with that first. And then the big item that's going to have a lot of public interest is the first read and public hearing about the Rise, which is the big development on the former Sears property. Well, if the applicant wants a deferral, they ask, the council has to grant it, but in most cases, we're happy to. It's usually because they want to negotiate or work with the owner, the developer in some way wants to modify their project and make it more appealing to everyone. That's all good as far as we're concerned. Well, the rules are pretty simple. I mean, just be on good behavior, the general respectful attitude and all that. You know, we don't have an unlimited amount of time, so we want to hear from as many as we can. We don't want interruptions and that sort of thing. But maybe the bigger thing to understand is what makes your presentation effective when you come to speak at a public hearing. Because there are things that matter and the kinds of things that we can consider in making a decision, and we want to hear how you feel about those things specifically, more than just I'm for it or I'm against it. Tell us why and how that relates to the criteria that we have to use to judge it by. The other thing I would say about public hearing, especially this public hearing, is this is not the beginning of the process. There have been public hearings, there have been all kinds of times for public input at community council and this planning commission staff, and this developer has been through the cycle 2 or 3 times. So there's been a lot of public input, but this is sort of the official time for this cycle for the council to hear directly from people who have an interest in the property. So we're eager to hear from all sides about who's got an interest in which direction.